Cloud. Yes. Yeah. Oh no, I did not mean to close that. Hold on, participants. You have a
Amelia
question?
has a question.
I know, Amelia, what's up?
I drew my sister's birthday card. Zoe, go away. You can't see this.
Ha!
Shoo.
Can you hold it up? Oh my gosh, it's so happy. Your colors are so pretty. A little dancing bear. We made cards this weekend.
Yeah, last week we did Rohan and Kieran's.
I know. And then I kept it going for my in-person classes.
And then I used it.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to use this stuff.
Wow, we are recording. How nice is that?
Can I see it one more time, the birthday card?
Can you hold your card up one more time?
Amelia.
She used the birthday card from last week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Terrific.
Oh no.
And your bear, you made into puzzle pieces. What a happy card.
It is the happiest card.
Yes, indeed. How is everyone today? Thumbs up? Good. Is it snowing where you all are?
It's snowing at my place.
It's snowing at my place.
It used to be, but now it isn't.
Okay.
It's little snowing at here too.
It's
I
like
see.
30 degrees at our place.
Well, does anyone like this cold weather?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to give it a thumbs down.
Like it when I get to go sledding.
Yeah.
I love cold weather.
Alrighty. I like hot chocolate the best in cold weather. And I really like cold weather when I am indoors in front of a fire with hot chocolate in my hand.
My birthday's going to be in 8 days.
What?
Happy almost birthday.
Wait, in 8 days? So that means we'll have class next week, the day before your birthday? What are we gonna do?
Baby.
Should we have like a miniature Zoom art class birthday party?
Toby.
Whose
How
birthday
old
was it?
baby?
Who said that? Was it Anjali or Liam?
Toby.
Toby.
All right,
Toby, how old will you be?
we're having a birthday party next week.
No, I'm muted.
9?
Yeah.
I'll bring cupcakes.
You're not gonna bring cupcakes, Stacy. You can't afford cupcakes for the whole class.
Well, I'm gonna save my pennies. How about that?
Or we can all just.
Bigger
we can
sister,
draw it.
and then my bigger sister is on the 13th, April 13th. And then how we remember our littlest sister?
Yes.
13 equals 18. And then her birthday is on the 18th.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Kristen's birthday is on April 11th. Amelia, did you have another question?
My birthday's on April 11th too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay.
Dude, that's amazing.
And Toby's birthday is the same day we leave for the airport.
How about that?
Where are you flying to?
Taiwan.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Taiwan is great. I've been to Taiwan. I had a layover, so I didn't get to see much of the city, but
Oh, enjoy. Have a wonderful time.
I was in Taipei. You're gonna have a great time though. Wonderful country. Okay, let's
It's getting taken over by China.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
I've heard that.
It's called
What?
the Republic of China.
China. It is.
Yeah, they're trying to take over Taiwan.
They're like, I'm bigger. I'm gonna take you.
that sums it up right there, Amelia. You should go into I don't know, like maybe news correspondence. You can explain global events so clearly. Okay, so we draw this camel. The fun part about the camel is
Oh,
that
poor guy's back.
I know
That isn't even a humpback.
it's
That's
two
just
humps.
like
There's
two
two humps.
lumps.
It is a
Two
little
straight up
fun.
lumps.
My plan was to sketch the camel and then put him in the desert. So then we could like just add all kinds of stuff. I wanted to add a palm tree, maybe some pyramids, maybe an oasis. You know, we could draw like water in the oasis.
What
don't
do camels eat?
Plants in the
What
desert.
what do they eat? I don't know.
They eat plants in the desert.
Okay.
I mean, I imagine that they would.
I think they sometimes eat cacti for water.
Ah,
Cactuses are pretty lush.
Ow.
How do you think they eat the cactus though with the spikes
I
on it?
think he just like goes from the top or something.
Hmm.
He bites off.
Okay. Let's do we gotta think about shapes. We don't have to think that hard. But we'll do some shapes. Let's start with so I know that it's we're gonna just start first things first. Let's just do the rib cage, which is an egg. And then we'll really quickly go from his shoulders into the neck and then the head. So, and then we'll figure out the rest of his body. So basically all we have to worry about at the moment is an egg shape. And that egg shape is this thing. So I'm going to put a 1 right in the middle of it. So 1 is the egg. It's a little bit tilted. If it's like tilted too much, whatever, it's not that big a deal. Interestingly, there's another pinched egg shape. It's a little bit thinner. This is the shoulders. You can see that. So I'm gonna put a number 2 there. And then the best thing is like the U shape. And this is what's so cool is that the artist actually draws a U. You see like the U there, and then he builds the thickness of the neck off of that U shape. And if you make the U too big, it's fine. If you make the U too thin, it's fine. We're going to be able to adjust all this stuff later. So it doesn't look like anything right now because it doesn't have a head. It doesn't have legs.
Wait, 1 second.
Doesn't have
1
humps.
second.
So I'll just put a little 1 right here, a little 2 right here, a little 3 right here. So we've only got 3 parts of this process. And then the 4th part is going to be, it's similar to the rib cage in the sense that everything else works off of that. But we're going to do an oval for his head. And then an upside down U. Wow. For the nose. I can't even believe how nice that works. So when I put that upside down U in there, that's going to lead us to the snout, which is an oval. It actually gives us the ear back here. And then the nose is going to be up above. I will zoom in later on like this smile and we'll add his lips in or whatever. He's got these crazy lips, which is, this is what you call a caricature. So it's not a realistic, this is not a realistic camel. We're drawing first the shapes up here, then we'll be able to decorate it and put his nose and his eyes and all that other stuff together. It's so interesting seeing the proportions of these things.
I just put his lips on his nose. Oopsies.
Yeah, well, be careful. We have an eraser, so it's like not that big a deal. I tried to draw them larger, but it's weird. I'm like drawing them the exact same size. Okay, so when we do these legs, we're going to go back to the second oval, part number 2. And then the leg is only in 3 parts. So there's a long part, a short part, and then the foot. So the long part looks like this. Then the short part looks like this. And then we can add the foot. Now,
Mine right now looks like an ostrich.
it probably does. Mine does too. Because ostriches only have 2 legs. Well,
yes.
from one
mine
angle,
does
we
as
might only
well.
see one. Nice. Oh, he's gonna have a big head. That's gonna be great. The bigger the head, the more the bigger the details on the head, so it'll be more expressive. Okay, so we have to get to these back. So that's like basically the front legs.
This guy looks like he has a stick on like his neck area with 2 pancakes on the bottom.
That's a good connection. That is a good, that's called shape association, is when you something you've never drawn before is like a camel, and then you connect, you draw, and you make the feet look like they're pancakes or whatever. You can actually add, ideas that make the drawing easier. Okay, now we get into the good part. We're gonna do the hump. This is a camel, so his back is arched, and that comes up. It's like a rainbow, arches up, and then you can tell that the tail is going to come off of here. But on this arch, we have the 2 things that look like that make it look like a camel rather. It's the humps. There's 2 humps. So if we want to draw 1 hump and 2 humps, let's draw the space between the humps with another U shape. I don't know if you've noticed this, but the U seems to be a repeated form in here. I'm going to do a fuzzy cap to that hump. It almost looks like a mushroom. And I always remember the humps were like hairy on the top. So that's why I put mine. That's why I made mine a little hairy. Oh my gosh, he did.
Looks like there's a tree on it.
His are hairy too. I didn't even look at the bottom one. So the nice thing about the way this the book is set up is that they give you the basic parts, and then they show you what the drawing looks like at the end. So I was like, I remember them being hairy. I don't know if I remember them being hairy, but I mean, I did. But he actually draws them hairy too, which is fun.
Have you ever been to Israel?
I have not
I
been.
have
To
not.
My parents have. My parents took a trip like last year. Amelia, what's your question?
I have a big book that teaches me like everything, step by step,
Mhm. Like
and it does the
everything?
same. Yeah, well, not everything.
Animals?
Yeah, animals, just animals and stuff.
Just
and
animals, okay.
everything, people, and it's just like this artist. It always like writes out the steps, and it shows you one by one what it should look like, and then at the end it colors it and then adds some details.
Yeah. I mean, that's drawing. I mean, that's like the process. That's how you do it. Okay, so we did this arch, and it's interesting because the arch led us into the tail, and it's weird to almost do the tail first, but I like to do easy answers, and that easy answer coming off the end of that egg shape. You want to think about this leg. It's kind of like a dog's leg. It's kind of like a human's leg. These guys are mammals, so the legs are similar. So just let me show you how to do the legs. You can think about your own leg actually. So you go from your hips to your knee, which is going to be an oval. And luckily this artist told us the knee by drawing a little kneecap. So that's really helpful. So it's hip to knee. Now there's a lot of muscle on there, but the bone is really short. Humans have like long femurs. These guys have very short, but very thick femur bones. And then you go from, so let me think, hip to knee, and then knee to
That
ankle.
looks like an eyeball.
It does.
Or an olive.
Or an olive.
More so an eyeball.
We're going to go from knee down to the ankle. And notice that the wrist in the front and the ankle in the back are pretty close together. So one of the things that the camels have is like, the elbows.
Wait, 1
back
second.
here.
I drew its legs wrong. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. But even though the front are more like arms and the back are actually legs, some of the spacing is similar. So like the shoulder oval is similar to the thigh oval. And then the elbow to the wrist is similar from like the knee to the ankle. So then we'll go from the ankle to the foot. This short, just like the arms, and then we can add the hoof. And I think they're split toes. I think they have 2 split toes on there. The way that this camel is different.
I'm really making mine super duper hairy.
I love that idea. Camels are really hairy. They have different clusters, and sometimes their hair gets like chunky. I don't know. I've ridden a camel before, but not like in the desert or anything. It was just like at the zoo.
My grandma and grandpa, they were in India one time
Hmm.
and they were riding an elephant. And my
Yes.
grandpa thought that like he was gonna fall up and he was like screaming.
Oh, no. But
Yeah.
did he fall off or was he fine?
It was fine.
Good, good, good.
Kieran, did you make that mask?
Yeah.
Is it a Chinese mask?
He did it with my mom.
Nice.
Taiwanese mask.
Taiwanese mask. I actually teach a lesson. If you go on our YouTube channel, we got a request from Mr. Messick to do some of those masks, like the different, like I guess there's a traditional dance that goes along
But
with
you
it.
have your
Like they
own
take them.
channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mitchell School has its own YouTube channel. So you can go through there. I haven't separated them as far as like kids classes versus high school kids versus adults. But you can figure it out pretty quickly. And you guys are all capable. Anyway, next thing I was going to do is that we have the legs in the front, and you want to draw the second leg that's behind. So all you have to do is copy the line a little bit. So this is all going to be in shadow, so you don't have to worry too much. So whatever the front of this leg is doing here, the front is going to do the same, and it's called an echo or a repeat. So you can just repeat that. You do the same thing with the back leg. So you start with the knee, put that little hole in there. Then you go the length of the skinny leg, knee to ankle, and then you go ankle to foot, and then you put the hoof in there. So you really do see a lot of the second leg.
Can I erase all the lines inside the camel?
Yeah, that's where we are. So if you're like working a little bit faster than I am, the whole fun of this exercise is to go from the construction lines, which is here, into what I call the line lines or the refinement lines. And we get to, you get to adjust you can add hair. Like look at the neck. Remember the original U shape for the neck?
Oh my goodness. My camel's legs look so weird.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I'll tell you what,
It looks like
camel's legs are weird.
it looks like the back legs, the one that should be on like the left side looks like it's coming out on the right side. And it doesn't look very good.
Will you hold it up? I might be able to help you.
Camel.
A little closer. Cool. Yes, you're right. Can I show you how to fix it? So the way you want to fix it is by basically outlining the leg that's close to you first. So the leg that is close to us, that's going to be not shaded. So you want to basically detail the outline. And then if you see like the Achilles tendon, you can put the little mark for the Achilles tendon. And you're basically drawing an outline for that leg. You can see how that leg goes into the side. Good. And then once you show that this leg runs into the belly, then you can do the second leg, and the second leg is going to be shaded. So you can, copy the outline. Yeah. Again, but then
you just just said outline like 7 times.
Yeah.
Correct. So you want to outline the front leg, outline the second leg, and then you shade the second leg. I feel like the same thing for this one too. When you go from the construction lines up here to the line lines, the drawing, you kind of have to go over all your lines. Sometimes you go over the lines to make them lighter, and then sometimes you go over them to make them darker.
Mhm.
I'm done.
Nice. And then sometimes you go over it and you remove the lines that you don't need anymore. Like my U shape and the line for the spine. All the lines in the face.
I did it again. I made the curve too big.
Let's do. Now is as good a time as any. I was gonna say we can. I'm gonna zoom in on this face here. Now that everyone has their construction lines. Please work. Please work. Please work. All right, nice. Oh, I gotta cut this down. He's not gonna fit.
Oh, yeah, this artist definitely came back in and
I drew my
Fine
camels so
line.
big. I have to pull out a little bit. Hold on. Okay. I can move this one over. That works. We can move this one over. Look how much. It's so funny. My camel is so much bigger than his. Okay, cool. So hopefully you all can even see this better now too. The camels, I think, have a reputation for kind of being a little droopy-eyed. So we want to make the separation between the upper eyelid and the lower eyelid kind of small. So you don't actually see the eyes because he's so droopy. And then you get the upper eyebrow. See
And
what
I
I mean?
think they're known for their eyelashes as well,
Totally.
which
unknown
really
fact.
help to keep out the dust in the
Mine
desert.
looks
the
like a
sand.
horse and a camel mixed together.
Mine does too. So does
Let
mine.
me move this over so I can see that. Does anybody want to show it? Can I see the horse camel? Mhm. Oh, nice. I think it looks just like a camel. I don't know I can't tell how to fix it. Maybe on the break we can figure out how to fix it.
After this, can we draw Sonic holding a hammer and smashing something?
I don't know. I might have a hedgehog sketch. This guy's lips are so funny.
Sonic
So-
the Hedgehog.
I know. Yeah. I mean, maybe can you have your parents email me the image?
Yeah. Wait, today? Or
I mean, or
next?
yeah, I mean, you can do it. You can send it to me. You can do it next week. Whatever.
Wait, you don't know what Sonic looks like?
Here, I'll draw him to show you what he looks like, okay?
Please. I mean, I know what Sonic looks like, but I don't think I could draw him out of his head. Hold on, let me see if I could draw him out of his head, out of my head.
What is that supposed to be? The eyes
Sonic.
and the nose and the mouth? What is that? That looks like a zombie Sonic.
It's my zombie Sonic. It's my sleepy Sonic.
Okay, I'll show you
Oh,
what he
remember
looks
his nose? His nose goes like this. His nose is more pointy. I'm getting closer.
Okay, I'm drawing him right now.
Closer.
Okay, I'm gonna.
That
Okay,
Sonic looks
I'm-
like a dog.
Maybe I have to make, no, I have to make his head a little bit bigger. Hold on.
Okay, I'm drawing Sonic right now, so I'll show you what he looks like.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted by the sleepy Sonic. Should I make him standing on top of the? Should I make him standing on top of the head of the giraffe, or the head of the camel?
Yes.
Holy moly, his head is a little bit too big for his body.
How else would I make him stand on top of the camel's head? I don't have a choice.
Kind of looks like Skippy John Jones, just in a hedgehog body.
Who is that?
You don't
I don't
know
know
who
who that
Skippy John Jones is?
Nope.
Is he from a story?
Yeah. He's a Siamese cat who thinks he's a Chihuahua.
Oh, yes, I know exactly who that is.
Really?
Yep.
Do you know the
Yeah.
book Lost in Spice, Skippy John Jones?
No, I don't.
You just said that you did.
No, I know Skippy John Jones from
Yeah.
reading that to my son years ago.
He's so cute.
Well, I don't know about that.
Let me see if I can find him.
Wait, no,
Skippy.
don't fight him. I'll draw him. I'm literally drawing him right now. So don't do anything.
I will not do anything.
He's looking up Skippy John Jones.
It does look like Skippy John Jones.
Let me show us a picture of him.
That's Skippy John Jones.
Yep.
Look at those ears.
See, I told you.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I was like, how could something think it's a Chihuahua, even though it's a Siamese cat? And now I get it.
Oh, let me see it again. Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought he was Chihuahua.
Here, watch
He's a
this.
Siamese cat who thinks he's a Chihuahua.
Even I think he's a Chihuahua. He's right.
No, he's a Siamese cat.
Wait, is there a TV show about it?
No, there's books about him.
Right.
What are you doing to this Sonic?
I'm turning him into Skippy John Jones.
Dude, his ears are sagging. His ears in
I mean-
Skippy John Jones never sag. They're always straight up.
Well, I won't fit on. It won't fit on the
Kind of
screen.
looks like the Predator. You gave him a little bit of a large forehead.
He's Skippy John Jones in a bath.
It looks like a dog. Wait, make him like Cyborg. Make him have one. Make him have one horn on his head.
There, I fixed the nostrils.
Make him have one horn on his head.
Can we
That
go
would-
back to Camel?
Yes. Okay, you're probably right. I might have to take Skippy John Jones. Might be a lesson for another day.
Skippy!
Goodbye,
No.
Skippy.
I don't really
He's
We'll see.
disappearing.
We'll see Skippy again another time. I guess that is the beauty of erasers.
Did we draw the Predator?
That I think is way too scary.
Aw. The Predator looks really cool.
I mean, if you're into intergalactic hunting,
Yeah.
Jared and Rohan, I don't think you know who the Predator is.
Well, I know who he is.
My camel looks very weird.
my
Well,
camel's
you're-
face
you're not
looks
the
a little
only
like
one.
a tiger, I think.
I'm going to shade the undersides of the
Somebody
hump,
make their camel cyborg.
and then the camel has humps that are in shadow, and then I'm going to add the hair on the top. Yeah,
Excuse
I don't
me,
know.
Trevor.
Yes, Dace. And then I'm gonna change my, I gotta change my tail, sorry. The tail, now that I have the regular legs on there, I'll give him a little curly tail. That looks good. So the last thing I was gonna say, I'm just gonna replace the my Sonic Skippy, my Skippy Sonic with the sun up here. So the sun is up above, shining down. So everything that's on the underside can get some shading. So the underside of the thigh here can get some shading. The underside of the belly can get some shading. You know, you're kind of like trying to make the belly look like an egg. Then the underside of the humps can get shading.
Wait,
underside
draw
of
the
the
predator with his mask on.
The underside of the shoulder. And then the
done.
underside of the neck. Ooh,
I'm
the
done.
underside of the jowl and the chin. There you go. That's fine. If the light's coming from up above too, you do want to get some shadow on the ground so he's not just floating.
I'm gonna give my camel wings.
Ooh, that's interesting. I feel like
Excuse me.
Mr. Trevor,
yeah.
could we draw the predator with his mask on? We don't have to draw him with his mask off, even though he
Yeah,
looks
no.
cooler with.
I think but he's kind of scary either way.
I've seen him with his mask off. He's cool looking, but we can draw him with the mask on.
I mean,
Hey,
oh no,
predator
it's
looks like
drawing my
Liam.
What?
Tell me what the predator looks like again.
It's hard to describe. It's an alien from outer space,
Yeah,
but
it's an outer-
it's like a galactic hunter alien thing that eats people, basically.
Is there a
How'd
TV
you
show
do,
about
Amanda?
it?
What?
Is there a TV show about him?
There are movies, but they're all like rated R and PG-13 and R.
Did you watch them?
No, but I know about the Predator. I know like all about him. My brothers watched the Predator movies.
Did you think they're good?
Excuse me, Trevor.
Yes, Dave.
What is the on the camel's face?
I think I'm gonna give a 2-minute warning before we start the next one. So what's your question? Stace,
On
about
the
the face?
camel, on the camel's face, what is
Yeah.
that egg shape?
The mustache region?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
oval.
Yeah, this is an egg shape, and then there's like the top of the egg makes the bottom of the nose, and the bottom of the egg makes the mouth. So it is kind of interesting in that respect. But really, if you just draw the smiling mouth, you'll get it. It's
I
just his
made the
lips.
camel with supersonic dragon wings.
I feel like you could very easily turn those humps into wings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I did to him. I put the
Yeah.
wings on its humps. Wait, do you want to see mine?
Yeah. I'm gonna stop the share actually. Let's
Put it
do
up again,
My
Liam.
Sonic drawing.
Liam,
Liam, I'm
Hold
gonna
it
pin
up
you so I can
again.
see it.
and you want to keep that really still, okay? Thank you. Very cool.
It looks like there's two Sonics like carrying him by the humps. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like they're humps. It doesn't look like they're wings. It looks like there's two creatures carrying the camel across the desert. All right, Toby, you're next. Can I see yours? Oh, hold on, I have to remove the pin. Shoot, 1 second. One
Ooh,
second.
nice frame, Toby. Hold that nice and
Yeah, that
still.
looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Toby, this is and I think I should follow through on my process. Once it's in a rectangle, then you know what needs to get filled out. So you can do like the desert, you can do pyramids, you can do a tree, you can do the sky. Maybe that's my next move too, is to put it in a rectangle. You could add the sun, however. Amelia, can we see yours? So
Hold
cute.
that up, Amelia.
Okay, yeah.
I
So you
like
got,
the,
what's that, Stace?
oh, I was just gonna say, I like how you worked your ground plane.
Yeah, I like the where you did the ground will help you determine what rectangle you want it in. How much extra room you need. All right, Stacy, did you draw this
All I
one?
did was this.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
And
really am
then-
having trouble with the face.
That looks more like Sonic. You don't know who knows.
Yeah, so if you go, I'll go back to the original angle, the original drawing. There's an oval for the head, and then there's an oval for the snout, and you want to just recompare those two.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll show you in a second.
thank you.
All right, who's next? Anjali, can we see yours? Wow.
Anjali,
So
where are you?
that is the happiest. That is the happiest.
Yes.
I love it. Cool. Yeah, the tail might need to have, no, I was gonna say it needs a little thickness, but not even. It's so neat. Yeah, so there'll be a little shadow on the ground. We'll go into the ground next, because I think I'm gonna add a background too. Okay, William, let's see yours, boss. Looks like you're ready.
Where are you, William? Oh, there you are, William. Ready?
And Lillian, you can show yours first if you want, whatever. You can do it.
Wait, this is the
Little
only drawing
closer.
Wow, the
yet?
cactus. I love these
Lillian,
cactus.
a little bit closer and freeze it. And tell
That's
me what that camel is saying. I can't quite see it.
It just said water. Ron and Karen have a question.
Water, 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 water.
Please.
Lillian, let's see yours.
I finished the Sonic.
Okay, well, you guys are up next, actually.
Oh,
So good, man.
so good.
Yeah, when we draw the ground, you might put the, that mountain or the pyramid, maybe we'll put that behind him instead of in front of him, but we'll figure that out in a second. It might still work that way. Okay, so let me go back. Where's Kieran and Rohan? Okay, boys, let's see what you got. Great job,
Okay,
William.
I'm gonna show my
Great job.
camel, then the Sonic, okay?
Yeah. It sounds like a reasonable order.
Okay, and if you hold that a little closer,
So good.
little back, stop right there. Thank you. Thank you for your patience.
Okay,
That looks
this
nice.
is the Sonic.
The humps were a little small, but I think it's good.
Whoa,
dude, that's
nice
great.
Sonic.
Yeah, that's a
Wow,
great one.
Very expressive.
I'd color that one. Great work.
Oh,
Great.
nice.
Okay, yeah, you got a
Nice
head start
background.
on a really good start on that background.
Yeah.
All right, I'm basically gonna steal almost all of your ideas.
Mine?
So I mean, not really, but yes, I love the pyramid in the background. I love the palm tree. I love the long shadow. I like the sun. The sun might be a little bit, I have the sun in mind already. Liam, what'd you say?
Liam.
Could we draw the predator with his mask on?
We're definitely not going to draw the predator, only because it gives me bad dreams.
I don't really know.
Predator's not scary at all.
You haven't
mean-
seen the predator.
Yes,
Have
I
you ever
have.
been,
I
have you
barely,
ever been hunted by intergalactic aliens? If you ever have, trust me, it would be very scary.
Is it
All right, so
scarier than
I'm gonna
Marvel? Is it scarier than Marvel?
Is it what?
Is it scarier than Marvel?
Yes, yes. It shows the predator eating people.
Yeah. And like hunting people. It's like super scary. Okay, so I just moved my drawing. I don't know if you can see this, but like my drawing is small. And I just moved it over to a larger sheet of paper and I'm going to tape it down. Now, you could have, I mean, I think this is where your imagination can like really go. And some of you guys have already moved to this phase, but I like the idea of drawing from observation and drawing from observation, then also drawing out of your head. So, and you don't have to copy what I'm doing. You can do like totally your own thing. One of the things that I like to do when I'm making my art and I'm putting my my characters in context, I like to make a separation between the land and the sky. And maybe it's the land, you know, it's like the land area and the sky area. I know some of you have already done this, and I hope you don't think that I'm like totally stealing, but I'm gonna put one of my pyramids in here. Whoa, maybe that'll be a small pyramid. And I know that William, I was looking at yours and you had this like, I guess it was like a mountain or a pyramid. Doesn't really matter because it's like the same shape. So I'm gonna put my pyramid really big. So there's a small pyramid and a big pyramid. And now I can make the sun peeking out over the top. Wow, oh my gosh, yes. So that worked out well. There's something really dramatic about the moon, the sun, you know, rising and setting. I think it sets. I mean, I guess it depends on where it depends on where you are, but it can rise up or set over the pyramid. It'd be really pretty. Okay, so there's that. I just thought of another idea, which could be kind of funny. I could draw a little camel off in the distance. So I'm going to make an oval, a U-shaped neck, a little head, and then 4 legs, 2 humps. And then I can do a little.
Oh, I love that.
So it's the same thing I just drew, but I made it super small. And I think it's fun. I think it's interesting to think about that. So there's a little guy. I feel like I need a palm tree. I'm gonna put a palm tree over here. So there's the trunk of the palm tree. And if I remember correctly, there's this interesting like layered bark. The bark of the palm tree is a fascinating thing. And I'm just trying, I mean, like, again, I'm drawing out of my imagination here.
Mr. Trevor,
Yeah.
is this the only thing that we're going to draw today?
I think so. We only have like 12 more minutes left. Is that
Wow, it
disappointing?
went by that fast.
I know, it did go by fast.
Jeez.
But that's the thing. We did kind of a deep dive into the camel, and the drawings were really good. Now we just have to put it into context. Ooh, I can do the shadow of the trunk. Yes. I can do the shadow of the legs. Yes. Shadow of the trunk.
If you're done and you're just waiting here, should you leave?
You can if you want. I was just gonna fill out the whole picture. Did you finish the entire drawing?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
No, it's still the same thing. I just didn't want to add anything.
Oh, I see.
Well, I mean, if you finish the project,
No,
up to
I
you.
don't want
You
to
can-
leave. It was just that my brother asked if it was time if we had to leave.
we're good. I would like that when you start adding elements to a picture, meaning you've already drawn one object and you're just adding things in the area. Imagine if there was like a ball. Imagine there's like a beach ball on the ground or something. That beach ball needs to have a similar lighting situation. So if the sun is up here, then the shadow for the beach ball will be on the ground. In the same way that the legs of the camel will be on the ground, just like the shadow from the distant camel. And now I'm wondering if we need a big shadow for the pyramid. Whoa. Mhm. I was telling the other class, you don't need to have, you know how we use the blenders and you have like the tortillon to blend with. Blending, when you have the you have the tool, it's like it makes blending and shading like go a lot faster, but you don't have to use it. I was just thinking about how big my pyramid is, and I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to shade the whole pyramid, very fast. So I'm going to switch over and use my tortillon, and the tortillon just makes blending and shading so much faster. It's like not even close. So you can use some tools to make things go faster, but it's not like you have to. Just when it's convenient. And this is definitely convenient. I love this guy. I swear I did not mean when I was drawing this camel, I did not know I was going to have a composition that was this big. Should I draw another pyramid?
You never finished your prom tree.
I know. Know it. All right, let's do the palm tree. So these palms have stems, and a part of me wants to draw all the stems first. But then maybe I should just see what my palms are going to look like.
Oh, got some fronds going there.
Yeah, that's what they're called, right? Fronds.
Fronds. Mm-hmm.
So each frond, I used this kind of, it's almost like a talon shape, or it's like this curving triangle. So I started with the center of the palm leaf, and I'm adding these smaller fronds to them. And then palm trees have coconuts, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if they eat coconuts. You know what I mean? Do you think the camels eat coconuts?
Oh, never thought about that.
The beach ball doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless we put an oasis in. Oh yeah.
I already put one in.
You did? Cool. So I'm going to use my classic water shape. Not shape, but the lines that say water. I don't have color. It's so funny because in the beginning of class, I was like, I'm definitely using color. And I did not. Ooh, what if I did a reflection of the Great Pyramid off of the water? Nice. So I have a camel and a palm tree that's close. And then maybe I'll do and I have a camel that's far away. Maybe I need to have a palm tree that's far away too. I can show this illusion of depth. Whenever I say depth, it just means like, it feels like there's distance far away. So here's this palm tree. There's the fronds. And since it's so far away, I'm doing the same thing. It's just it's abbreviated. I can do the reflection of that palm tree in the water. That's kind of fun.
I'm done.
No way.
I was done a long time ago.
Yeah?
Let me shade my my third pyramid, and then I'm gonna put some clouds in there and maybe some birds, and then I'll be done. Well, maybe not done, but I'll at least slow down and have a look at what you did. So I just added some pigment with my pencil, and then I just blended it out with my blending stump. Now you can also blend with your finger. That's a-okay. It's just your fingers can sometimes be dirty and they can have oil at the end, on your fingertips, and the oil can kind of mess up the drawing, but it only messes it up a little bit. It's not like it's really bad. I'm going to use the great landscape artist named Claude Lorraine. He's like, everybody wants to be Claude Lorraine. Like nobody has done it better really since him. And he invented the good old fashioned 3 birds in the sky.
Oh, he did?
Big, medium, and small. Yeah. And you don't even have to like make it that small. I mean, you don't have to do 3. Like you could do like 500 if there was like lots of birds. It just makes it kind of fun, and it shows the depth. I wonder if we should draw sand dunes. All right, that was it, right? Didn't I say, what else was I gonna do? Oh, clouds. Yeah, add a cloud or 2. Maybe one more frond. Ooh, aren't there scorpions in the desert? Is that a
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
I'm gonna put a little black scorpion. I have a whole book on scorpions that I have not read yet.
Yeah?
It's very detailed. All scorpions from like all over the world or whatever. And my buddy, he sells like rare books, and he was like, and the pen marks are so, do I have it here? They're like ink drawings, and they're like, there's lots of dots on them. Anyway, it's really something. So maybe we'll do a scorpion one day. The scorpions are like kind of freaky actually, because they're kind of a mixture between like a lobster and a spider,
Yeah.
and they are little.
Oh, I watched this YouTube video about animals that were extinct, and it was like the ancestor of a rhino, and it had like a 30-foot long horn. Then there was like a huge scorpion that was like 6 feet long, and it lived in the water. And then there was like this fly-looking thing, like an insect that was 3 feet long. All these huge animals that were extinct and stuff.
Yeah, there was a time when the animals were able to grow a lot larger. Here's a little trick. As the way that we made the birds, the big ones are closer and they get further away. The trick for the clouds is you start with the clouds that are closest to you are always highest in the sky. And then you can layer the clouds going back. And as they get further away, they get lower on the rectangle.
Ooh, draw a rattlesnake. We could draw a rattlesnake.
Yes. I'm going to start my snake on this side of the tree. And I'm going to make him swerve closer and come out the other side. Yes, good call, dude. Thank you, Liam. And then I don't know what the patterns are. We have to look up like desert snakes, but and then make a little shadow. Where the snake's in contact with the ground, you want to add a little shadow. So the other point that I was making too is that everything that you're adding, from the tree to the scorpion to the ball, everything, the distant trees, they all, are being lit by the same sun. So the shadows are being, if the sun is here, the shadow gets thrown from this angle. If the sun's here, this object, they get thrown, at that angle. Actually, I should change that a little bit. Then the ball comes out here, then the tree throws a shadow that way. And watch this. So I don't have I'm not adding any pigment, but I want to shade my tree trunk and make it a little darker. So I'm just going to use the pencil lines that are already there and just blend it with my tortillon and soften it. I can shade in my trees a little bit too, darken that. So without even adding anything, it's almost like I'm coloring just by blending. Well, that's not a bad day's work right there. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot for an hour. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to stop the share, and then I would love to see what you guys wound up with, because I think the pictures might have changed a lot in the last 10 minutes. Okay, stop the share, and then we'll go through this really quickly. Liam, I have you already up, so you want to do it? Let's see it.
Oh,
Mr.
hold that
Burns.
nice and still, Liam.
Yeah.
Got it. Like a
it
pyramid.
looks like there's two. It looks like you got a sun poking out on the right and the left.
I have 3 suns in it, but this still doesn't look good.
I mean, you gave it your all.
Art isn't really my biggest thing.
Well, it's as long as you'll get, everybody gets better. No, it's no one's thing in one sense, but it's everybody's thing in another sense. Okay, Amelia, I got you up next. Nice oasis.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I like
cool.
that you have
You got a
the,
design going. Stand
do
and
you have
everything.
do you have the coconuts falling, or are they on the ground?
You
On the
could
ground.
you could draw little lines on it to show that they're falling.
If they're falling, or if they're already on the ground, you could do a shadow on the ground.
Yeah, just like little lines coming out from the coconuts, like that's the wind passing behind it. What if you drew a little coconut man?
William, let's see it, bud.
What if you draw a coconut man?
I got you guys pinned. Oh yes. You got to be happy with that. That is awesome.
Yeah.
The palm tree is spectacular. Those birds are spectacular. I can hear them. I can hear the flock of birds.
Yeah, I love
Good
that
stuff.
coconut
And you
tree.
work out
The
throughout
top
the whole
right.
rectangle, which is really good. You work all the way to the edge of the rectangle. That's what you want to do. All right, Lillian, let's see what you got. Good job.
Oh,
Dash.
wow.
Pyramid. Cool. Thanks for
Very
doing all
nice.
thanks for doing all the accessories. I love the tree. I love the tree. I love the pyramid. The sun is huge, which is nice. The snake is good. Anyway, it's a nice design. You guys are crushing it. You guys are a good team. You guys got some good collaboration going on over there. All right,
Yeah.
Toby, I got you next.
I didn't draw the rest, but I did draw a cartoon horse.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice. Good color.
yes.
Good
And I did
proportion.
this.
I love that guy. All right, Anjali, let's see what you did. And she's
Great
got it.
son. Wow. Look, Mom. I see.
A great narrative. Look at that. And the oasis. I gotta finish my water. I should self-contain the water. Yep. All right. Yeah, you have all the good stuff without any of the scary stuff. There's no scorpion or snake, which is good. I don't think I'd want to go swimming where there's a ton of snakes in the water. I admit that. All right. And then gentlemen, Kieran and Rohan, do you guys want to show yours? Oh no, I think
They
they already
left.
rolled. Oh, nice. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Stacy. Let's see what you got,
No,
Stacy.
Amelia. Oh yeah, you already won. Sorry. You were the coconut man.
Oh, sure.
You're up, Stacy.
All right.
How about you, Mr. Trevor? What about you? Can we see yours?
So I just started playing with
Stacy, I love it.
some wrinkles and such.
I love that guy. You could structure a whole movie around that character.
So is the head a little bit
like that
better?
I like that his feet are like, his skin is almost like gym socks. You know what I mean? Like he's got
Yeah.
all this extra buildup.
Can we see yours, Mr. Trevor?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the screen share back up right now.
Okay.
Stacy, great work. Thank you. All right, can you see it?
Love it. And that
That's
scorpion.
That's my piece.
It's
I'm pretty happy
fabulous.
with it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
always happy, but I think I made the most of the camel. Like sometimes you just got to start somewhere and then it inspires lots of other ideas.
Yeah, I love it.
I gotta be honest. The other camel, like the little camel you drew in the background, kind of looks like an ostrich on two torches. If you look at it closely, it looks like two torches are on an ostrich.
I feel like my drawing needs an ostrich just anyway.
Oh, there you go. I like it. I'm liking it.
I don't know. Does that look like an ostrich? What does that look like?
Can you give it
looks
some
like a
feathers?
swan.
Oh,
Looks like a
one time-
swan.
Mr. Trevor, one time me and my family took a trip to Texas in the summer to visit our
Mm.
aunt, and we went to like the safari place.
Yeah.
And there were all these animals and stuff, but it wasn't like a zoo. Like it was like a huge place, like miles and miles long, like more than miles long. Just
Were you
filled
in
with
your
different
car?
animals. Like there were ostriches putting their heads in the car and stuff. They were just walking
Wow.
free around like
Yeah, it was
tens
like a
of
free.
miles of space, and we just drove through the whole thing. We got cups of food and stuff and got ice cream. It's really
That
fun.
sounds great.
Really
That sound amazing. That sounds incredible, actually.
Yes,
Um,
that looks like an ostrich.
And we would peep our heads out of the sunroof in our car, and like it was so fun.
See if you can figure out the name of that place for next week. Because I have a friend who's going down to Texas and he is like looking for stuff to do. Okay, anyway, I got to roll, people. I got another class coming up. Thank you
Bye.
so
Thank you.
much.
I gotta
Thank you
go.
so much,
Thank you.
Trevor. Everybody have a
Thank you,
great
Miss
week.
Trevor.
You're welcome, everyone.